Hello. Don't be alarmed. I know what you're most likely thinking. Where is that voice coming from? Alert is what you are, alert and alive, awake to the world before you. You see and react to the situation at hand. You question. Well, fear not, because I shall answer your questioning mind. That voice is me. Thought we might hit this snag. See, I am a letterbox. It's a simple life filled with simple ideas, simple thoughts, and very simple eating habits. Let us go in, let us go out. That is all. Sometimes I think about what else there is, but then I am reminded of my simple beginnings, placed here, rooted to the spot, born with a purpose, a divine, intelligible existence. Divine in the sense of pleasure, of course, and not in the sense of what is considered all-encompassing. I don't know where the word divine came from. I don't know how I learnt it. Very few people interact with me. The movers, as I call them, arrive with their bags and pull out from the bags my comfort and delight, the letter, the single device that accompanies me with the fence keeper. The fence keeper only ever interacts with me during the early times, and sometimes they stand by my side with an unusual sense of expectancy. They want something that I don't have. They expect me to have the item at hand, the urgent letter as I call it, ready for them to pull out. I can't help it if the mover hasn't arrived, or has arrived with what I have come to terms with as the slither of inadequacy, also known as junk mail to the fence keeper. I'm rambling, sorry. I have a story to tell if you are interested. I won't be offended if you get up and walk out. This isn't a story easily told. It's stilted in time, I can assure you. It happened only a few seconds ago to my recollection on this silent street, an event so useless it hardly need be told. What occurred was highly uninteresting, even unintelligible at times. There were 4 movers, you see. They arrived here, each with a purpose which seemed quite arbitrary. I find there are many important moments that I must have been part of. The moment the fence keeper got a letter from the doctor about his results, the day he pulled out a parcel labelled with numbers and the word prescription, the day he pulled out the letter that made his eyes wet and his body lean heavily against me for support. These were events I remembered distinctly. But today, a mere few seconds ago, today I will forget, an event so forgettable that it may have happened before, though I'm sure I forgot, for I will forget that I forgot today, but maybe you can remind me? This is the story of the most useless people in the world, and it goes like this.
One word.
Sky.
2 words. Blue sky.
One word that doesn't start with something as boring as the constant existence of the sky.
What?
What?
Are you bored?
Why are you here?
Because I felt like being
You're
here.
sitting in front of a random person's house.
Oh, correction. I am lying in front of a random person's house. Why are they random?
Because you don't know them. They could be stalkers,
Florists,
killers,
candle makers,
cannibals,
philosophers,
fanatics,
pianists,
mentally unstable,
scared,
happy,
disoriented,
euphoric,
impressed,
exasperated,
downright morose,
antiquated,
human.
human.
Yeah, human.
I've lost you. There was a thing happening, and now I've lost you. I'm sorry. Wait, no. I'm actually not sorry.
An apology accepted.
But I'm not.
Well, I think that was fun.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
It was distracting.
Yes, because you were concentrating so hard on something before that happened.
Yes. I was concentrating on how bored I am.
Ha! So you are bored.
Well, yes. I'm bored of being bored. Are you boring?
I don't know, am I?
Well, I guess, since I'm talking to you, instead of doing what I would otherwise be doing,
Which is...
being bored! Bored beyond belief, just passing the time, thinking about how bored I am.
You think too?
Well, yes, of course.
Knew that. Seem to be thinking. Concentrating.
Is that hot?
Yeah.
Well,
Well, what?
you know?
No, I don't know.
Come on!
What?
Ask me if I want some, you bloody unsophisticated moron!
Oh my god. Would you like some pot?
No.
Seriously? I sit up, I pose myself ready to give you some.
No.
I wasn't finished with my sentence.
Does it really matter if you...
Yes.
Shoot us at faster.
No, you shouldn't talk over me.
Don't fight.
I'm not fighting.
Now you're shouting.
I'm projecting.
No, that's shouting.
This is not shouting.
It is so.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, it isn't, you fucking bitch.
Yes, it is, you shithead.
Fuck off.
Good God. Now that was fun.
Yeah. You want some pot?
No, don't. Good. Glad that's out of our systems now.
Great. So what now?
Now, we do nothing.
And then
And then, we leave. Travel.
travel. Away from here.
You're right. I just got here.
If we left, we'd just end up being bored.
Yeah, I can't be bothered traveling just to be bored.
Well, best to stay here then.
I suppose so.
My name's Sylvester, by the way.
Felicia.
Sorry, I called you a bitch.
That's okay. It was a nice distraction.
Good. Distraction from what?
Oh, nothing.
Nothing?
Yeah, nothing.
Well, I can see how that would be a problem.
I wish it was a problem, but it's not. It's nothing.
I have something for you. I got a question. What do you do?
I go to the local house.
Westville.
Yeah, Shitsville.
What year?
Year 12.
I see. Good luck with that.
Are you done?
Dropped out.
Smart.
Yeah. I feel predictable.
Me too.
What am I doing?
Don't know. Passing time?
Time to what?
Don't know.
Well, that's wonderfully morbid.
We shouldn't be talking like this. This feels really wrong.
I know what you mean. We shouldn't be talking like this. What teenager talks like this?
What teenager talks about how teenagers talk like?
I think we're weird.
Everyone thinks they're weird.
Yes, but I think we're weird.
That's weird.
So weird.
Weird. Well, bye.
Oh, where are you going?
Away from here.
Don't you want to...
What?
Don't you want to be Facebook friends?
Sure.
Facebook name Sylvester.
There are a lot of Sylvesters in the world.
Oh yeah, name one.
Sylvester Stallone.
Oh sure, name the man synonymous with the song Eye of the Tiger.
And an Academy Award-winning film.
Oh great, I'm overshadowed.
You don't want to be an actor, do you?
Well no, but that's not the point. The point is there's already one successful person out there with my name.
Well, don't be silly. There are plenty of successful people out there with your name.
Oh great, now I have to deal with that for the rest of my life.
Do you know who Felicia Hardy is?
Is her full name Sylvester Felicia Hardy?
No. Point is, she exists, but I'm completely blind as to what she does. So in my eyes, I'm top bill.
You may be blind to her, but you still know her. No one knows you.
Oh.
Oh, bye.
Where are you going?
Away from here.
Don't you want?
What?
I have a phone number.
Can I have it?
04 22 22 55 52.
What?
04 22 22 55 52.
What?
04 22 22 55 52.
What?
That's my phone number.
That is the stupidest number I've ever heard. That's a joke.
I didn't write it.
Whoever wrote it is an idiot.
You're getting awfully emotional about this number.
It's like something out of a sitcom. You know those 90s shows where everything goes back to where it all started by the end of the episode because people don't like change?
What? I just thought of canned laughter.
Me too.
That's really
Weird.
Is it your number?
Everyone's thinking like I say.
What makes it so great then?
Smart ass.
Well,
Move. Sorry.
thank you. Right.
What was that?
Nothing. Sorry.
That was not nothing.
Never mind.
You know, what you said must have been pretty pointless if you can't say it again.
Okay.
Dude, just put the thing. No! Now isn't the right moment. Time gets the best of anyone who doesn't wait for the right moment. What is the right moment? Don't ask that! Then the moment will never come. And that's going to be a problem.
Huh? Why are you smiling?
Because every day has its ups and downs.
Okay.
I sense a feeling of distrust. My name is Victor D.C. Vale. What's yours?
I'm not telling you that.
Okay. That's your choice. You know, we're all humans. A little interaction never hurt anyone.
What if you're a stalker?
You're very close in as a person. I could tell. We were kind of talking. Kind of. Hard to be very interesting. I'm a moments kind of guy. I can tell this moment is very real to you too. Yeah, that must have been the most useless sentence I've ever heard in my entire life. You're very reactionary. I like you. You don't know me. Is that part of your head? No. I can see the lie in your eyes, man. It's cool. I'm not into that kind of stuff myself, but if that's what you need to get by, it's all good to me. Of course, I prefer more natural ways of relaxing. Of course, nothing's realer than real, I'll tell you that much.
What?
Shoot! I forgot something. I'll be right back. Well, let me be the first to say what the living crap was that!
Out of all the postmen that had to come to this letterbox.
What do you think's in the parcel?
I don't know.
Reckon it's important.
Yep.
How important could it be?
It's mail. No one sends useless stuff via mail anymore. That's what the internet's for.
Well, it could be valuable.
Absolutely.
And I could just leave it on the
If
floor.
it were mine, I'd be furious.
Oh, it could be the most important thing of the century.
Then we must protect it.
Oh, great. Although it was hot now, looking up the most important thing in history.
The most important thing in the world.
We better wait for Victor to come back then.
Right. Then maybe we should just deliver it ourselves.
Deliver it ourselves? No, absolutely not. But what if we did just deliver it ourselves?
But then we might drop it.
Then we won't drop it.
But in the act of picking it up, we could drop it.
Well, best to stop thinking about
We
it.
can't stop thinking about it.
Why?
It's too important.
Too important to be on the ground.
Yes.
Do you know what this could be?
Yes. No, actually. Maybe.
This could be the sole reason why I exist. The one reason I have lived this long.
The one purpose?
Yes.
Serious time?
Yes.
I think you might be right.
What then?
I don't know.
Well, this could be all we achieve in life.
Well, that's a downer.
Think about it. Here we are in the midst of this package. The deliverer of this package is pissed off somewhere, leaving the most important thing ever alone. However, we are here. Now imagine, we weren't here. The parcel would be left alone, right? Alone to be taken, to be destroyed, to be forgotten forever. So we're here to look after it. If we weren't here, imagine the completely catastrophic events that could occur. There! The receiver of the parcel is just sitting there, waiting for it to arrive. Alone. What would the world look like if they never got the parcel? This parcel, being the most important thing ever, must be delivered safely. Well, for all we know, the person we're delivering it to could be the most important person on earth, though you don't know it yet. The point is, this item could lead to the most important decision in the receiver's life, and the receiver's decision could lead to the most important thing that ever happened in the world. If we don't do this, then the most important thing will never be delivered to the most important person, and they will never make the most important decision, and that will lead to no change, no difference, and no point to anything, all because of us!
Oh. You think too much.
Do I?
You tell me.
I think I do.
You think you do? Or do you know that you think you do? Or do you know that you think that you know that you think that you do, and so on?
I definitely know something.
Right.
We better wait for him to come back.
More waiting. Great.
Well, at least we know what we're waiting for. I think.
Definitely.
So, what do you want to do?
Now or in my whole life?
Yeah, I don't know what answer was expecting from that.
I don't know what I want to do. I get really good marks in school, and I really enjoy history. But I also really enjoy playing video games. So I'm into two completely different things, neither of which I could actually pursue.
Well, sure you can. Why can't you pursue them?
Because I don't feel like I could give anything to those practices.
Makes sense.
What about you?
You know those people who never really try, and then they get the best job and career ever? That's what I want to do.
I try not to try, and then I just fail.
Same. Still, I think those people are inspired.
This is very uninspiring.
Well, parcels are nice touch, though. What mystery lies beyond its lids?
I don't know. Open
No. That's illegal.
It is illegal. Open it.
But it's illegal.
Yes, I know. Open it.
Why?
Think about it. You have the most important thing in the world, and you must protect it. Don't you think the identity of the most important thing in the world should be taken into account?
Well, yes, but if I knew what the most important thing in the world looked like, wouldn't that lower the value of the most important thing in the world?
If it were lowered, the value, would that mean it would stop being the most important thing in the world?
Well, no, it should be less of the most important thing in the world.
What do you think is the second most important thing in the world?
I don't know. Maybe something that's just as useful but not as interesting.
Well, why does it have to be useful?
Oh, good point. Maybe the most useless thing that ever was the most important thing in the world.
That must mean the person who wants it must really want it. I mean, who wants useless things?
Well, I need useless things unless I just get bored.
Me too.
I'm just bored thinking about being bored.
Yeah, being bored is boring.
We should do something about the package.
Yep, let's do something.
It's at this point these two people could have done many things, all highly useful and very logical. For instance, they could stop talking about being bored and feed me the parcel. They could put the parcel at the fence keeper's front door for all I care. Better yet, they could have tried ringing the doorbell and given the parcel to the gatekeeper himself. Anything. They could have done anything. But instead, they did this.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Then maybe we should...
I agree.
Problems! We need to think about problems.
Yes, what problems are there?
Poverty.
Hunger.
Racism.
Good one. Erectile dysfunction.
Excellent. So if the most important thing in the world has erectile dysfunction, how do we deal with that?
I never thought to take that into account.
Right. So how do we deal with that?
I don't know.
Damn it! I thought you knew.
You think I know about erectile dysfunction?
Well, maybe. More than I do.
Well, I don't.
Fine, you don't have it.
No, I don't know about it.
But you had it.
No.
Fine. How do you know about something if you've never had it?
Oh, because.
Because reasoning of a madman. Just because you say because does not mean because.
Well, thank you for that very useful analysis.
I take pride in knowing what I know.
What do you know?
I don't know.
Oh boy. I saw this guy. Shifty looking he was. He had beady little eyes under his scarf. I reckon he's a nutter! Anyway. How are we all? Still here, I see. Doing nothing. Fun! Do you know what's in this package? What package? The package we've been looking after whilst you've been pissing off? Do you know how many packages I deliver a day? No, neither do I. The numbers keep on changing. But they may not, because I've never counted them once. It's too tiring to count all the labor I have to do, so I'll let it just happen as it happens.
But you're still doing the same amount of work.
I know that. But why let knowledge be my downfall? If I knew how much work I had to do, I'd be extremely dull. Directing all the thoughts, all the feelings, all the actions. Sounds awful. Sounds like someone with a brain.
Look, I don't know why it matters as long as the job gets done.
It's not about the job. It's about the journey. The moments that we go through. Yes, but even if you think about it before it happens, that's still a moment. Whatever that is. Yes. But then you will not be in the moment. What is a moment? A moment! The moment is the thing that we strive for. And walk blindly into, is it not? You tell me. I can't! That would defeat the purpose. The time is not now. But when the time comes, all that will matter is forgotten something.
This is getting very annoying.
How does that guy live with himself?
I don't know. We should go.
What, and leave this for someone to steal?
Yeah, it's not our problem.
It is now. We have a duty of care.
No. He has a duty of care. We are simply passing the time.
So what?
Come on, let's go.
Go where?
Anywhere. It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
What matters?
The parcel. It's too important.
You don't know that.
Look, I don't have to know it. I can feel it.
That's stupid.
Don't you want to do something important?
Well, sure, but this isn't important.
It is. It is very important. It is the most important thing that we have.
No. The most important thing we have is... I don't know what the most important thing we have is, but that's not important right now.
And what is important right now?
I don't know.
Well, you don't know a lot of things, do you?
Oh, well, at least I know that I don't know, instead of just thinking that I don't know.
But you can't know what you don't know.
Yes, you can. For example, I don't know what's in the box.
Oh, and you don't care, clearly.
Oh my god, it's not that I don't care, it's just that I don't think I have the right to take charge of other people's property.
Excuse me, but a few moments ago you were telling me to open it. So don't lecture me on other people's stuff, miss. It's not me again.
Fine! Open the frickin' thing!
I will!
Surprises are often looked at in two circumstances. There's the shock of a surprise, and then there's the utter disappointment at the end of the speculative tunnel you created in the surging moments before the reveal. Some people hate surprises, others find them to be a thing to live for. I'm as withstanding about the rules and regulations as anyone else is, but I would be lying to say that I wasn't a bit excited to see what was in this parcel that made these two beings so, as Victor would say, in the moment. They have lost all sense of place and time at this point, and the spiral of time-diluting paranoia had just begun. He had one job. She had one thing to look forward to that day, and if only Victor had arrived just a few seconds later, this would never have happened.
Great. That's a smile of inadequacy within the situation at hand. Are you feeling okay?
Hello!
Do you have a job?
No,
You look lost.
I'm not.
Well, I'll take that as a yes. You know, it's moments like this that make me content with life. You see, I used to be like you. Lost.
I'm so...
Lost and unaware of what is really happening. You see, I used to be so conformed with what hadn't happened yet. I would sit there thinking of all my endeavors without really making a difference. And now, I help people make a difference.
What are you, a born...
Born again? No. Once is enough. Once, that is all. One single life. You know, it's the momentum. Okay, enough! Enough of this fucking unintelligible bullshit with the parcel in the letterbox and piss off! What parcel? I'm gonna kick you in the nuts.
He's gonna kick you in the nuts. I'm gonna watch.
The parcel! Put the parcel in the letterbox! Do your job! I don't like your tone. Let's remember this happened, shall we? I learned a long time ago. Used to have some ways to go. That's the fun of it all, isn't it? You will learn too that when life gets you down, the most important thing is... What was it I said to them again? I hate him. I hate him.
That's nice.
I don't understand a word he says.
We're all very confused, clearly. Still, though, he's got a point.
About what?
About the stuff he said.
The stuff he says is rubbish.
Yeah. But he's just so damn sure about the stuff he says. What are you sure about?
Not this again.
Well, I would say this has been fun, but
It's not over yet.
why not end it now? Save me having to explain whatever this is to my parents.
What is this?
This is a very long greeting.
This is never going to end.
You can end it now.
You end it.
I don't know what I'm ending. Hell, I don't even know if it's begun.
Oh, well, now that's a problem. Told you never end.
You need to do something about his parcel.
Agreed. I'll take it to the old junkyard, put it in the broken elevator.
Where's the junkyard?
Not here.
Away.
Yeah. Bye.
What if it rains?
Why would you say that? If it rains, there's no point in taking it to the junkyard. Might as well just keep it here.
Get an umbrella.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Great! I mean, good.
I would need to go home.
Is that a problem?
Well, yeah, I would have to leave.
Then I'd be alone.
So would I. I could pick up my car, drive back here, pick you up. We can go get the umbrella together and come back.
But then you still have to leave.
Come with me?
I can't go. The parcel would need protecting.
Yeah. How about you get the umbrella and I'll stay here?
But then you'd be alone.
Good point. How about you stay and I stay and the parcel can go?
He can't go.
Why not?
Because if he did go, and we stay, then we'd be alone.
True.
Do you think the parcel could be bored?
Yeah, because cardboard.
How bored?
Cardboard. Okay, I'm done.
Wow.
I think I'm going mad.
I would love to go mad. It would make life so much easier.
Oh, things aren't getting any easier. I'm decidedly more confused now than before.
Before what?
Well, being in the presence of the most important thing on earth can be quite confusing. Think about it. There you are, living a sane, dreary life, expecting the norm. And then, out of nowhere, while simply trying to pass the time, you encounter this thing that could change your perception of reality forever.
Yep, that's the plot.
What?
What? Nothing.
We could do something.
I feel like we were supposed to do something, or we're about to do something.
We can talk about nothing.
No! Nothing comes out of talking about nothing.
You know nothing.
I feel like that's a reference to something.
Yes, but in a few years' time, it could be a reference to nothing. Or something that's completely forgotten.
Yeah, but something that is forgotten is as good as something that is nothing.
We all know that nothing comes from something, right?
Don't say that.
Say what?
I feel like that statement could annoy people.
Okay, fine. So why not talk about nothing?
I have these girls in my class, right? All bright-eyed, enthusiasts with really short skirts and really long nails. I tried to talk to them. They tried to talk to me. It seemed simple at first. They asked me about some issue which meant nothing to me, right?
Yeah.
The first girl said, "Oh my God." The second girl said, "Totally." The third girl hummed in agreement. Then they all looked at me and laughed. I said what? They said nothing and then they walked away.
Well, then what?
The end.
Oh my god.
Totally.
I'm so sorry you had to deal with that.
Thanks. They were the biggest.
There are times that put one's life into perspective. This moment was one of them, and as seamless as it was at this point, the trenchcoat man brought Sylvester and Felicia back into focus and back into reality. Felicia was now chained and silenced by this man's arrival. What she was going to say was never said. A single word that, in light of another person's presence, would come off as being rude. They realized at this point the horrible fact that though they were merely passing time, the world went on, and this sudden interruption was the inevitable proof that others exist in this world and no one cares about what the hell they were talking about. Others exist in the world, and had they realized that earlier, this would never have happened.
What are we talking about?
Oh, I don't know, but I could have stepped on a parcel.
No, he couldn't have. It's too important to be stepped
He
on.
doesn't know that.
Yes, but we know that. That's all that matters.
Does it matter?
Of course. I think.
I thought...
Okay, that's true, but thinking about what could have happened, it would create a new matter, and that's the matter of thinking about matter at hand.
What is the matter at hand?
The matter at hand, what just happened.
I thought the matter is what could have happened.
Yes, but thinking about what could have happened creates a new matter, that's the matter of thinking about matter at hand.
We should deal with this matter.
I agree. We should. But how?
We should think of ways to prevent the matter.
We can't prevent the matter.
Why not?
Because the matter's already taking place. This is the matter of preventing the matter.
Are we preventing the matter of what could have happened, or are we preventing the matter of thinking, or preventing the matter?
The first one.
Okay.
The action of doing something is often one that most people take over the action of simply thinking. This was it. I could feel it. Oh, how I was hoping that these two would finally do something. The thought of doing something, an actual relevant thing with actual consequences, was starting to stir up in their minds. Move the parcel, I thought. Move it, and it will be done. I could see their minds ticking. It seemed inevitable that something was going to happen. They were finally going to make a difference. But no. Instead.
Is this fate?
Good point. Is it?
I only ask because I feel it's something to talk about.
Well, I don't really believe in fate. I guess that's because I think too much.
But wouldn't that be, in fact, the fate of that thought?
Well, I never thought of that.
I knew you would say that.
Well, it was probable me saying that, you being the thinking type, no?
Yeah, but it's not probable if you think of all the things that got you to the point of thinking too much.
I don't get it.
Think about it. It was probable that you lived to this age and this long. You've lived this long and come to terms with the fact that you think too much.
Well, yes, but you're not taking into account where I grew up. See, I grew up in a place surrounded by drug addicts and people out of their minds. How did you explain that?
Repression?
Well, no, because I was happy with where I grew up.
Well, then I'm at a loss.
I took the drugs to get me away from the constant fears in my head.
Makes sense. Have you stopped?
Well, one week, I went cold turkey. Smashed my head in with a wrench.
Don't do that. You're important.
Thanks.
We should do something about the parcel before someone steps on it.
Yeah, I don't think Victor's coming back anytime soon.
Time's up, I guess.
How much do you think he gets paid to do this?
I don't know. Not enough, I reckon. Still, it's something to do.
Gonna get a job after this? Do I have to? Guess not. Guess you really don't have to do anything if you don't want to.
Yeah. Only if you need to.
We need to do this.
Yeah. Plus, I want to.
Great. What's that?
There was once a dead man sitting in the clouds waiting. The son of this man walked by his side. The dead man said, "It's not time yet." The young man said, "The world needs your knowledge." The old man said, "They need your youth." The two argued about whose existence was more valuable, and as time passed, they continued to argue into insignificance. They could not agree on whether a shorter, wiser life was more valuable than a longer life of unknown expectancy. They never ended their arguments, and whilst both sides were valid, it was a futile argument. One day, when the two were arguing, a man came into sight who was smiling. He looked at them, and they asked him, "Why are you smiling?" The old man said, "Is it what you know?" The young man said, "Is it something you expect?" The smiling man replied, simply saying, "It's what I am." They looked at him curiously and continued arguing. The smiling man had died of a disease incurable, but it was he who had died and lived a full life that smiled into death and grace. For what he was, and what he had always been, was content. In times of need and in times of worry, you were there for me, Dad. I saw the life that you led, and with your wisdom and my youth, I know now how to live like the smiling man. Cancer is something I never thought you would have, but I suppose that time has its way of ticking its hours away unexpectedly. This parcel is for you as a reminder and as a note of all you have given me. I will love you always, with all my heart, and dream to be with you one day when the time is right. From your loving daughter.
Whoa.
Yeah,
The hell was that?
it was a farewell.
That wasn't a farewell, that was the bloody Iliad.
What?
You know the Iliad? It's the long, really long, needlessly long.
I'm going.
What?
I'm leaving. Away from here.
Oh, why?
Because it's over.
Over? What are you talking about? It's not over.
It is. Goodbye, Sylvester.
Wait.
For what?
You can't leave. You'll be bored.
Better to be bored than to stay here being useless.
Useless? We're not useless. We're going to make a difference, remember?
How?
The parcel. It's too important.
There's no point anymore.
But why?
Cancer! He has cancer!
Who?
The receiver!
The receiver?
Yes!
Shit.
Yeah,
What's the point then?
exactly.
No. This can't happen.
Well, it has happened, so that's that.
This wasn't meant to happen.
Come on, Sylvester, let's just...
No!
Come on, let's just go!
Wait. Please don't go.
What for? It's over!
It hasn't even
The
begun.
gun, it's over!
What's the point?
This is all your fault!
My fault?
Yes!
The guy's got cancer. How's it my fault?
Well, you made me care about this useless parcel!
It's not useless.
It's a parcel for a dead man! Did you read the letter?
You don't know that. He could be in there alive, waiting.
can finish off your pot, and I'll go back to being bored. And, here.
Oh, 4, 2, 2, 2, 2, 5, 5, 5, 2. What if he's bored? What if, when he realized he was going to die, he became bored?
Bored with what?
Bored with what you're bored with. Waiting.
Waiting for what?
Death.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, don't be. I know how you think. I think the same way.
We can't leave.
I know. We'll make a difference. I promise.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here he comes.
You couldn't tell him.
You tell him.
No, you should tell him.
I could tell him. Excuse me. I've lost it. I've lost it. God, where is it? Lost what? What? Lost what? What? When?
When?
I don't know when. When what? When I lost it. When did you lose what you lost? When I lost it. When I lost it. When I lost. When I lost it. Lost
When?
what? Time. I lost time.
Oh, where did you lose it?
I don't know, but it's gone. I forgot what happened. See, that's what happens when you're too busy living in the moment. This is important! What's important?
That's what I...
Time!
Time for what?
Time is important.
Time for what?
Something has to happen.
Now?
Tell him. The moment has arrived. And where? I don't know.
What are you doing?
Questions. Questions. Is that all you ask? Well, that's all you can ask, really. You can't ask an answer, can you? Do you get bored? I think. I don't tend to get bored. Because I see the world as it is. And I react accordingly. Some rude person tells me to do my job, which infuriates me. Who are you to tell me what to do? I'm just another person, trying to live my life in this dull, dreary world, and you think you have the right to tell me what to do? Life with a purpose. To find a missing thing, a missing object that was part of a bigger picture. You see? I was on my way to the alleyway, on my way to the van. I entered this dark alleyway, and in the alleyway, I came across a gun thrown in a dumpster. This is it, I thought. This is it. This is the moment. This is the ultimate moment. There can't be another moment after this one, I thought. But it wasn't. It wasn't the moment. I put the gun to my head. I don't think that's a good... You know how it felt! To be right there. To see the end right there. no more boredom! The end was there, I could see it! I pulled the trigger! And nothing. I just stood there in silence as that sweet end faded away into nothingness. I felt
Scared? Happy?
disorientated,
Bored?
depressed,
Exasperated?
downright morose,
Antiquated?
human. Yes, human.
Well, that's it then. You forgot time. You forgot the moment because you were
Because my mind was on the next moment.
What's next?
I didn't know what was next. I came back here. I remembered my job. The difference. The small difference I can make to the world. It was something for someone, but who?
Oh boy.
The owner, perhaps?
John, it's John.
The receiver!
The receiver. Yes, the receiver.
The receiver has cancer.
Ah. Well, what's the point then?
That's what I said.
You mean I can carry this bloody parcel all over to give to a dead man?
You don't know that.
He's right. He could be in hospital.
Oh.
Dying.
Oh.
But not dead.
Oh.
Yet.
That's it. I'm going back to the alleyway. Go back to your own barrel. No.
Oh.
Let me go.
Calm down.
I'm having fun, you two. Let me go. Stop it.
Oh, fine. Kill yourself then.
I will. And I just want to say, I don't need your pity because this moment.
Oh, I feel better now.
Me too.
Right? No.
Good. You know, you can still have purpose. Maybe you should stop waiting for what you think is the right moment. Just live it instead.
The end. Or was it? The word end, I find, is often used without enough care. End is one of those words I've heard in my life that truly is the pinnacle of its meaning. There's no mistaking end. It is the end. There's nothing after, and once the end has occurred, there's often very little that needs to be said. There's the silence that it empowers with its completeness. I would say that this is the end of this story, but unfortunately something still had to happen, and they knew it.
We've been here before.
Yes. But I wasn't thinking. What is it not to think?
Don't ask me.
I feel weird.
We're all weird.
Anyone else feel like deja vu?
Yes. What is that?
It's when you think this has happened before.
This has happened before.
When?
Weeks. Months. Years ago. I can't quite remember. But I was here, delivering now as I am now. Again. And 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 again.
What's changed?
I don't know.
I don't feel bored anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Is this the moment you have me? Can I be part of this moment? No.
think. Oh, that's gonna help, isn't it? Well, at least I'm trying.
Trying what?
I'm trying to... What am I trying to do again? You're trying something!
Well, I suppose that's better than nothing.
It'll take time to try. I'm trying to think of what to do.
Then what?
Well, it doesn't matter what. It doesn't matter if we live, or if we die, or if we go on forever. It just doesn't matter.
Well, if it doesn't matter, then why even bother?
Why bother asking that question? Why question at all? Good question.
Good question. It's a terrible question.
Why? Good question. Thank you.
Stop it. Can't go on.
Right.
I am? Really?
Think. How do you know? Well, someone has to be right about something. Might as well just be this. What is this? This is. You know, I don't know what this is. This is what it is.
Which is?
This. Just this.
So, what will happen today?
That is the question. To be or
Not to be rude, but has it occurred to us that the parcel is still here? We were meant to do something, weren't we?
Well, that depends on where you came from. I just came from a moment just then, and now I feel that moment has shifted away from me.
Well, that's called perspective. It's very common.
If we were to do something, speaking hypothetically, of course, that would mean that we would have to make a decision. Yes!
I suppose so.
This is very exciting. The parcel's the answer here, I know it.
Oh, thank God someone knows something.
If the parcel were not here, we would cease to be needed. I definitely wouldn't be having this moment right now.
I would be considerably bored.
I wouldn't have anything to think about. We have to do something, otherwise we might as well just not exist.
I used to not exist. I don't think I liked it.
Yes, it's there. I can feel it. What was the most important thing you said earlier? The most important thing is doing.
That makes a lot of sense.
Well, the parcel's one element of a bigger picture.
Who is it for?
What is it for?
It's simple, I know it.
It's there! I see it! Put it in the letterbox!
Of course!
Easy!
It all makes sense now.
Why did I think of that?
You did think of that.
Well, sir. I can't. Come on, Victor, do it. Is this right?
Yes.
Okay. I just can't. Victor, listen to me. You can't live your entire life waiting for the right moment to come. This is it. This is all there is. There is no right moment. You're right. I forgot something. I'll be right back. Well, that's it then.
It's been fun.
I feel better about myself.
Me too. All the questioning.
All the thinking.
Perhaps we'll make something of ourselves.
Sure we will. We have to. There doesn't seem to be anything else to do.
You're right.
Thanks for everything.
No worries.
Ready?
Ready.
3,
2.
1.
This is the story of the most useless people in the world. Some people would say that we are all useless at one point or another. I was once simply a pile of rusted metal lying in a corner shop. But as the years went by, I found myself surfacing to the shopkeeper's mind. He found a use for me, and I began to form into something of an identifiable element in the world. I became part of the bigger picture, placed here, rooted here. Years passed, and I rose in value to the world. I was the holder of information vital to the gatekeeper and my creator's valuable necessities. I saw my creator start to wither before me, and I realized the importance of value. Sylvester and Felicia finally had something to do with their lives. They had a purpose, though little it may be. It was important to them, as it was to me, that life went on. They could have sat there and discussed all aspects of life until death approached them. It was clear that they were lost, and it may be that this one parcel, the most important thing of all at that specific time, had changed them, bettered them. I would like to think so. This parcel had freed the thinker, breathed direction into the bored, and gave a mirror to the short-sighted, and though they got there in the end, this parcel would never be received by the fence-keeper, for he died in his bed this early morning. Maybe the parcel was never meant for my master. He had lived a full life, and had little need for what was inside, for what was inside had already struck its last toll for my master. Sylvester and Felicia would never be the same again after today, and who knows what they may do in the future. They might, like me, become part of the bigger picture. But for now, they are simply passing time until the inevitable.
Okay, go!
One word.
Sky.
2 words.
Blue sky.
One word that doesn't start with something as boring as the constant existence of the sky.
What?
What?
Are you bored?